Hi, can I speak to my dad, please? Thank you. Hi, Dad. Yeah, no, I know we only spoke yesterday, and I know we never do this 2 days in a row, but I just wanted a quick call to see if you'd checked the channel, if you'd seen the views and the subscriber numbers lately. No, it was just out of interest, really. Just wanted you to see how much better I was doing than you were. You remember how many views a day you were getting at this point? Yeah, getting a lot more than that now. I can only assume I'm much better at this. Dad, he's gone. Hello and welcome to part 28 of the Bolton battle. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode we have very important League 2 games, home match against Salford and an away game against Stockport. So 2 local derbies as well, important local derbies. I don't even know if either of these are rivals. Before we go any further, massive thank you to Work the Space, Jack. He did a video yesterday, his Manager of the Month video. It was us, it was me, and yeah, so if you're one of the new subscribers who he sent along, and as of the time of recording, it's like 600 people, it's crazy. Hello, welcome, I'm Kev. Told you that a minute ago. It's pronounced Lollujo. He said it wrong, but there you go. When you're telling people how much you're enjoying this channel, it's goodness me, I enjoy Lollujo FM. I can't even say it right myself. Who came up with this name? Right, since you were last with me, it's all gone a little bit wrong. There's far too many red circles on there, and it had been going so well until that Everton game, and a lot of people have pointed out in the comments shouldn't have gone attacking. Yes, we shouldn't have gone attacking. It was a complete disaster. Yes, we managed to beat the bottom of the table Fleetwood afterwards, but it was only 1-0, and we should have done much better. And since then, we've got 1 point in 4 games, and we are in free fall a little bit. So hopefully today is the day we turn that around, because as of right now, 28 games into the season, we are now falling out of the playoffs again. 4 points behind Notts County in 7th place. Automatic promotion is all but gone. It was never really there, probably. But we're 10 points off of that now. And yeah, we need to turn it around, and turn it around quick. Or else we're going to give up a perfectly good opportunity to do back-to-back promotions. Which, I mean, really, we're not going to get relegated now. So it's a fantastic season either way. But to get as close as we were, to be in the promotion spots at the halfway point, you kind of want to not bottle it, really, don't you? So this is the team that we're going to be playing against Salford in an attempt to get us back to winning ways. So Matt Crabbe is going to be in goal. Last season's back 3 because of injuries. Roberts is just coming back. What have I got? Why is everyone always selected whenever I try and do a video? Grokite is almost back. Roberts is almost back. But as of today, it's Dodge, Curtis and Alvinson at the back again, and that's been part of the problem. We've also lost both of the wing-backs, who are back in form. I mean, look at those ratings for the last 5 games. But they're both suspended. They're always suspended, these two. So we're going with the inexperience of Obi, who I think you met in the last episode, and Warren Lawrence, who's finally fit again. We've then got Swift and Gooden, let's hope he is, in midfield. Just trying something a little bit different. LBC and Lee Martin sitting this one out. They can come on as and when they're needed, but we need to try something a little bit different. And then Quinn plays behind Grant and Bai. Both of the forwards are not playing great at the moment. We've got Dave Mitchell and Sean Friend on the bench. Luke is still around, wondering what on earth he possibly did wrong. He needs to get on the bench, really. But who for? We'll see how these two need to perform today. Otherwise, these two are coming in, Friend and Mitchell. And I might drop Grant from the squad completely and get Luke back involved somehow. Let's see how everyone gets on today. We need a win. We need to sort ourselves out. Hopefully this change in midfield will provide us with that. Otherwise, we'll just start changing everything and it'll all start to go wrong. So we'll be changing the strikers at the same time as bringing this season defenders back, and it's all going to get a bit panicky and go a little bit wrong, which isn't what we want. We obviously want wins and a settled team like we had last year. We only used about 21 players all year last year. We've already used more than that this time around because injuries and suspensions we're going to blame it on. I'm bringing in an entire new attack 4 games into the season because I panicked, but it has worked out all right up until this point. And I don't want Russell Bai to turn out to just be a flash in the pan, but the last 4 or 5 games, he's not been the same player. He got that goal against Everton. Since then, I don't know. Mr. Big Time Charlie has probably thought, well, I've scored against Everton now. Don't need to prove myself. I'm the man here at Bolton. Now that was a good ball from Albinson to Quinn, out to Lawrence. Bye was in there, doesn't do anything with it. But what just happened? Grant found Quinn, and then Quinn just sort of passed it to their goalkeeper. I don't understand what just happened, but we're attacking again here. Good, and let's hope he is. That wasn't, though. Quinn out to Lawrence. Lawrence, can he cross? He does. Finds Swiftham with 1-0 up. Danny Swift, it's his 3rd goal of the season. I'll try not to keep banging my chair into the table. It's a horrible noise when that happens. But let's have a look at this in 3D. Because we're in the lead for the first time in quite a while. Hence the silly celebration. Right, Lawrence with the cross. And Swift, I don't even know why he's there. But thank goodness he is, because he's made it 1-0. And breathe. Right, that puts us back to only 2 points outside the playoffs if everything finishes where it is. Salford were up there with us when we were up there. They've collapsed even more than we have, which is interesting. But our focus now is just on that 7th place. If we can sneak into the playoffs this season, that's such a massive overachievement. I don't know if I said I got the Steam achievement for getting to 90% board approval, which I've never had before. So they acknowledge the fact that we're overachieving, and getting into the playoffs would just be another step towards that. This is some lovely football again, and it deserves a goal. And Grant just needed to be a little bit quicker. He was offside anyway, but that was the best passage of passing we've had for quite some time, and the changes to the midfield seem to be making a difference. And actually, the midfield too, combining really well with our backup wing backs. I mean, we've got effectively 4 changes in the middle there today from what played in the last game, when it would have been Jennings, Berry, LBC and Martin. So all change in the engine room, the 4 in the middle there, and they are playing out of their skin to try and stay in there for the second game of today's episode, and they might just have done enough. Some of them. I'm probably going to bring the fullbacks back. You know how it is. Berry will come back at least. Right, let's get Dave Mitchell on. Good old Dave Mitchell. Bye. I'm losing patience with. I don't like the fact that he thinks he's too good for us. We're also going to bring on LBC for Quinn and push Gooden forward. Let's hope he is. And we just need to hold on. We need to. Oh, please let us hold on. Or I tell you what, another goal would be nice. I know they've got the ball at the moment, but if we can't hold on and just have no highlights, we want the highlights to be going in the opposite direction. Curtis heads it out. That's a terrible cross from whoever that was for Salford. That was a much better one, though. Was he offside? He wasn't. What? If he's not offside, how was he in so much space? I don't understand what's just happened. I mean, it all came from an awful cross initially. And who is this? Who is that? Who should have been marking him? Number Lawrence. I mean, to be fair, he's a wing-back. It shouldn't have been him marking it. Albinson should have been out there, and I don't know why he wasn't. Lawrence trying to make up for it, though. Finds Grant and does make up for it with a beauty of a cross. I had been singing Lawrence's praises, and he's justifying that. He's good going forward, isn't he, this lad? This is a lovely cross, much better than those Salford ones. And Grant, with a nice little header, actually, possibly saying to me, look, it's a bit too soon to be thinking of dropping me yet, Gov. Remember, I'm the one who's still just quietly getting a goal every other game. I'm not Mr. Big Time, like your other lad over there is. Lawrence is injured. Thigh injury, right. I guess we bring Martin on then. Although Dodge can go out there. Surely one of this lot should be able to play as wing-back. They're all defensive midfielders. Martin, you're a defensive midfielder, aren't you? Well, for goodness sake, play as a wing-back then. Don't be so soft. Right, he can play as a wing-back. Lawrence has got the assist for both of our goals today, though. We are going to... I hope Jennings has only got a 1-match suspension, because they are our only 2 right wing-backs, and I don't want to have to... I don't know what we'll do. We'll have to play Dodge out there, maybe, or try and persist with someone like Martin or Swift out there, right wing-back, but... None of them are great at it, but more important than any of that nonsense, we have stopped the rot. We've got our first win in 5 league games, and we're back up to only 3 points outside of the playoffs, which is very handy. Going into a Stockport game, we should win because they're in a relegation spot at the moment. Right, quite a few changes for the Stockport game. A couple of them forced on us, a few controversial ones. So Warren Lawrence picked up a knock in that last game. He's now going to be out for 3 weeks with a thigh strain. But luckily, Glenn Jennings is back from suspension, as is Mike Berry. So both of them come back in as wing-backs. I've also recalled Carl Roberts in place of Kenny Dodge, just because he's as fit as Dodge is now, and I just think he's probably a better bet, so he comes back in to that back three. So just the 3 changes to a successful defence. We've also got a change in midfield. Danny Swift, despite getting a goal, is shattered. So Lee Martin, who is fully fit, comes in place of him. And then I'm also giving Sean Friend what might be his first start in place of Aidan Grant. It was really difficult deciding which one of the two out of Bai and Grant to drop, because neither of them are in fantastic form. But Bai's got 21 goals this season. I kind of had to keep him in. And I still want a way to get Luke onto the bench. I might just bring him on for Eggs, because Eggs isn't going to ever come on, is he? And Luke will probably be no worse than Eggs in goal if he did need to come on. But today's not the day. How are we only 4-1 for this game? Stockport are in the relegation zone. What do the bookies know that we don't? They've seen our starting lineup. They've seen we've basically got the reserves out. And hopefully it's going to be a gamble that pays off. And I really want to see something from Sean Friend. He was supposed to be a superstar when he signed, and then just had that issue where he had picked up those 2 injuries early on, and we've never really seen him. But this is his chance for today. And Martin got into exactly the same position that Swift got into in the last game. Had 2 goes at it and missed both times. Swift scored from that exact move in the last game. And I have made a note of that, Lee. And Swift will be returning at the weekend, because he scores from there. And you don't. Matt Crabb with a good save. We shouldn't be letting Stockport shoot, though. I mean, you almost have to scroll to see them. I thought we'd given away a penalty there against a team you have to scroll to see, and that would have been devastating. And it's another Stockport highlight. What's happening here? They've scored. I don't know if I've read the league table wrong, but they shouldn't be doing that. I mean, there's irregularities. We need an investigation here. The bookies have Stockport as really strong favourites for the game, and they're winning. But they shouldn't be, because the league table tells another story. I don't think I understand match fixing, though. That wouldn't be how it works with match fixing, would it? You'd have them at long odds, would you? Let me know in the comments. How does match fixing work? I mean, I'm thinking of getting into it. Berry with the cross doesn't go anywhere, though. Quinn finds Bai. Bai misses again, for goodness sake. Bai starts scoring goals again. Roberts finds Martin, and the move just sort of peters out. And Russell Bai's golden touch has just left him. Cross comes into Berry, though. Berry getting into the Swift Martin position isn't going to make any mistakes. So he's just basically pushed Lee Martin out of the way and said, look, oi, move, I'll show you how it's done. Cross comes in, and you just have to do this. You just sort of climb all over your man and do that, and it's 1-1, and that's how we roll. By the way, I'm a left back who's just scored a towering back post header. What are you going to do? I'm better than you, aren't I? I think it's fair to say the wing backs have got used to League Two now. I had doubts about them earlier in the season. Oh, what's just happened? I thought the comeback was on. I mean, that guy, he's a defender. Right, what's happened? So Cross comes in, and who is that? Just there. No, not you. Roberts, the guy I brought in today. Dodge probably would have got that, wouldn't he? Oh dear. I'm not going to take all the blame. I'm going to leave most of it with Roberts. But he certainly should have done better. Jennings with a chance to whip one of his crosses, and he doesn't know. Gooden, though, finds Jennings, and if Jennings had just let it go over his head, Bai would have been onside. It sort of hit Jennings, I think, and made its way through to Bai. We're just not getting any of the luck. Look, the striker's not playing well again. We need Luke, and he's not even on the bench. What am I doing with my life? We need to get Luke onto the bench for the next game, and by the time you're next with me, he'll have 10 goals, and he'll be regularly starting. I don't know who alongside, because everyone stopped scoring. Yay! That went last time this happened. I just went out and signed 3 new attacking players. Perhaps that's the solution. Perhaps we need to do that again. What happened to that God-bold bloke we brought in? Did he ever play a game? I mean, where is he? I may have forgotten he exists until right now. Might give him a game. If he's still here. I've probably given him a free transfer or something. Right. Oh, there's loads of... Right. Roberts, you were at fault for the goal. Both goals, probably, by the looks of that rating. Right, we're going to bring Dave Mitchell on for Bai. And I tell you what, we're going to bring Grant on for friend as well. We're doing a triple. 20 minutes to go, triple substitution. I'm not happy with either of the strikers, and we do need to shake things up in the attack. Dave Mitchell's just not doing it anymore. Quinn has heard me say, by the way, there's another attacking midfielder at the club, so he's pulled one back. These two strikers both need to be on their toes as well, because probably one of them's losing their space on the bench in the next match so that Luke can come back. Quinn's just about saved his spot for the weekend anyway. The pressure's on you, Dave Mitchell. You're only here on loan. Yes, you've had 3 very good seasons at Bolton, but you've not played well this year, and I think Luke is going to take your place unless you score today. I know we gave you the number 10 shirt. Not interested. You're going to have to score this chance. You didn't. Luke is on the bench next time. You've got 15 minutes, Dave, to get yourself a couple of goals and show me why Luke shouldn't have your spot on the bench. Right, Curtis, why is he there? But he finds Berry. Berry with a beautiful pass to Martin, who finds Berry again. Cross comes over. It was too high and missed Mitchell completely. Jennings now finds Mitchell, though. And, I mean, Mitchell has scored. There you go. He's had a haircut, hasn't he? Look at all that hair. And it's 3-3. And perhaps I just need to say the names of players and they'll get a goal. Aidan Grant, you're now at risk of losing your spot on the bench because Dave Mitchell and Sean Quinn both have goals. Grant, it's all on you. If you don't get... I know you scored in the last game and you're only scoring every other match. Don't matter. We want Luke back. The crowd are calling for him. We want Luke. We want Luke. Grant, you've got like a minute to get yourself a goal because Luke is back. He's basically stood behind the dugout shouting his own name, trying to get a chant going. And... you've got to score from this move, and we're passing it around beautifully again. What did Mike Berry just do? I mean, yes, he scored a nice goal today, but that was just trash. And I'm seeing that's 2 points lost rather than a point gained. We should be beating the likes of Stockport, and we didn't. And that leaves us at the end of the episode. I mean, we're still only 3 points away from the playoffs. There's 16 games left. We have time to get there. We've got another easy-ish game coming up next, and Luke will be back. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and I hope you enjoyed that. If you're one of the 700 new people who've turned up in the last 24 hours, welcome along, and thank you very much for watching.